Yo, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? It's Flame. Welcome you guys all back to a brand new video to the channel. Today, guys, I'm going to be talking about some Last of Us Part 2 news and also some PlayStation 5 news here for the channel. There's a lot that I want to talk about here for Last of Us Part 2 and a little bit for the PlayStation 5. So let's get right to it. So the PS5 here, guys, I thought I would start off with this just because today, as I'm recording this of June 4th, we're supposed to get the PlayStation presentation here for the PlayStation 5, which is supposed to be huge, right? Sony has not, literally covered anything for the PS5. We don't know even what the console looks like yet, and what PlayStation 5 exclusive games are going to be coming to look forward to with the end of this year in 2020, and for the next generation of gaming of what they have in store. But as of this, though, of everything going on in the world with the protests and the riots and everything like that, they did unfortunately postpone their event to, we have no idea right now. I know that a lot of people have been memeing on Twitter of this and that it's going to take 5 years or 7 years for them to finally release this presentation out. It's a little bit true because PlayStation and Sony do lack in that category. But at the exact same time, though, I feel like it's not going to take long whatsoever. Like, it's a huge topic right now going on in the world. Like, even some videos are really messed up right now. Like, I don't go on Reddit or anything. I don't really use that social media platform. But on Twitter, man, some videos, they're just really messed up, man. The world, dude, I don't know, man. 2020 is just a crazy year all the way around, but it makes sense for them to postpone it. But at the exact same time, I feel like a lot of people right now, like, you guys don't have to worry about it. Like, I think for Sony and PlayStation, we'll get an announcement here very soon of when the presentation is going to go back on live. Like, E3 did get canceled this year, though, of course, due to the COVID and the pandemic and everything like that, which is, like, acceptable. But within this year, though, we are getting the Summer Games Fest 2020. And if you guys don't know what that is, a whole bunch of gaming industries throughout the whole entire summer, you know, if it's June, July, and August, and a little bit of September, that will be getting a whole bunch of game announcements from different developers and, of course, Microsoft and Sony to maybe even give their price points, because they did confirm from both companies that both the consoles will be coming out in 2020. But still, we need to know, like, the prices of these consoles and when they're actually going to come out and etc. like that. And also for the PS5 event right here, it was confirmed that to be an hour long, and also maybe we would get like what the hell the actual console looks like, because within the PS5 we know what the Xbox Series X looks like, but we have no idea what the PS5 even looks like yet. For me, though, it doesn't really matter about that. I just care about the games and what we have in store for these PlayStation exclusives, because, like, other than that, man, these games aren't available on PC, and that's why, like, I don't really talk a lot of shit about Microsoft, and I'm on no one's side, man. These console wars, I think they're completely stupid, but, competition is always a good thing. If it's movies, TV shows, the gaming industry, whatever it might be, it's always a good thing, right? Like, it's always cool to see, and I guess what console is gonna win out of all of them, right? But yeah, it's supposed to be an hour-long presentation of, video games and what to see and everything like that. But we just have to wait for confirmation of Sony and PlayStation of what it's going to be. My internal guess is that it's going to be the end of June, or maybe after Ghost of Tsushima comes out in July, somewhere around there we'll eventually get the presentation. Of how long these days are going by quick, I don't know if it's you guys, but for me, these days are flying by. We'll get the presentation sooner or later right here. So just follow up if you guys do have social media, like Reddit or Twitter, I think are the best ones. But just in case if you guys don't have those, I will catch up to you guys here on a video of when the event will go live here again. But I feel like we don't really have to worry about it. It's just kind of a meh. Like, we're getting Last of Us Part 2 here. We're getting Ghost of Tsushima. That's really all I care about, to be honest. And then after those, I'll definitely love to pay attention to the event of what Sony and PlayStation has to cover. So I thought I'd cover that PS5 news there for you guys and show you kind of what's going on. And hopefully we do get the confirmation here sooner or later of the next generation of PlayStation, which is really, like, it's weird, man. Like, I feel like the PS4 is still relatively new. I'm saying, like, as a Xbox 360 and a PS3 reference, but next generation is right around the corner, and I'm definitely excited of what they have. So I'll definitely update you guys on that. But Last of Us Part 2 news here, guys. There's a lot of news and coverage of what's going on. I covered the last episodic 4 episode of The Last of Us that was provided by Naughty Dog. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support on that reaction video. It's crazy, man. As I'm recording this, we're 2 weeks away from this game being released worldwide. I'll say it here yet again in a video. I am so goddamn excited, and also, wow, I can't believe it is actually happening. No delays or anything like that. 2 weeks away from this game to finally get our hands on and play it, man. It's unbelievable. But first news I want to talk about here for The Last of Us Part 2 is actually sales, man. And here's the thing, man. Last of Us Part 2, you know, fans have waited half a decade to play a sequel of this, or if they're even going to make a sequel at all, for like Naughty Dog to actually produce this game, and it's finally here. And you know, with all leaks and that going on, this and that and everything like that, that people said, you know, the price pools are really going to affect of what was been in the leaks and everything, which thank God I haven't read any of them. And please don't put any leaks in the comments down below, because I will delete them. I don't want to get spoiled for myself or for other people, or maybe they're not even true, because there have been reviews out there as well. But price pools for The Last of Us Part 2, guys, have been skyrocketing. It has been confirmed that throughout the PS4 generation of pre-orders and sales, The Last of Us Part 2 is at the very top, and the game's not even out yet. We are 2 weeks away from this game being released worldwide, and it's already the #1 selling game out there, even beating Spider-Man PS4, which was a phenomenal game. I love that game. I did pre-order it, and The Last of Us has already beat it already in sales. And also, as I am saying this for Amazon.com, because I am from Canada, but for Amazon.com, everything is sold out, even the standard edition of the game. That is insane for me. Literally the standard edition. But of course, if you're a collector's person, we all know, like, I think for any video game, the collector's editions always snap in like a snap of a finger, right? Like the LE edition, the collector edition, the special edition, whatever it might be. But I feel like the only time you can actually get the game right now, if you're a Canadian, is, you know, getting on the PS4, which I'm probably gonna do, because I'm still trying to find a collector's edition out there. I know I'm really late on it, but hopefully I could snag one, or, you know, get the standard edition on Amazon.ca. But if you're from America, though, like literally everything, the LE edition, the collector's edition, the special edition, and the standard edition are all sold out on Amazon, and that's insane for me. I haven't checked stores such as like Best Buy or Walmart or like any other video games store, whatever it might be, that are selling this. Can't think of when the game releases of how many sales are going to make on that as well, because I feel like majority of the people are going to buy it right when it goes live on June 19th. You know, maybe they'll go to their local Best Buy or whatever it might be and pick up the game just as a standard copy. But still, as a pre-order, man, that's insane. Congrats to Naughty Dog and The Last of Us and everything like that, man. That's truly insane. One topic I want to cover here, though, is the accessibility within The Last of Us Part 2 here. I actually saw some videos and some tweets about this, about the accessibility, and it's crazy of how insane the accessibility is in this game. And what I'm talking about that is Naughty Dog have been providing sound effects within this game that, even though, like, let's say someone that could even look and play the game and have a fun time experience it, if you're someone that literally can't see or play a video game, but you still love to play video games, you're actually going to be able to play The Last of Us Part 2 right here. The sound effects for this game is going to be so insane that someone blind could play and have a fun time playing The Last of Us Part 2 right here. That's incredible, man. Like, that is seriously huge news that gaming has come this far, in my personal opinion. Like, that's insane, man. Like, I couldn't imagine being a gamer and not having the ability to see, man. Like, that's truly a sad part of life if you have that. But to play a AAA game like this, and Naughty Dog has provided people that just from sound, you're able to play The Last of Us Part 2, is truly overwhelming. And that's why I want to give them a lot of credit as well, because right now this game is getting a lot of hate, and it's very funny because usually this game got a lot of hate due to the leaks out there and everything like that, and people just hating the story, canceling their pre-orders or whatever they might be doing. But from this alone, people are getting mad just from how big the sales are going for The Last of Us Part 2 and everything. Man, if they're able to like put an effect of here that someone blind is able to play this game, that's truly phenomenal. And you gotta respect Naughty Dog and Last of Us, whoever it might be, to have this implemented in a video game. That's truly insane for me, and I give them a round of applause for that, man. Like, I know there's a lot more detail to go on for it. There's been tweets here and there. There's definitely a lot of good videos talking about more of the features on that, but I'm truly excited. I definitely want someone to, if they're ever going to live stream or put a video out, I definitely want to see kind of like their reactions and everything, because it's definitely going to be sad and also great at the exact same time to have someone of an ability like that to play a AAA game like this. And it's overwhelming to me, and I thought I'd bring you guys that kind of news and inspiration to all of you, that this is truly a fantastic game, and it's going to be a fun time for everyone to play the video game. Also, another thing I want to cover for this video as well is the Hordes. This was announced for Inside the World, for the 4 episodic experience that Naughty Dog has provided us. that hordes are going to be available in the game. And if you guys ever watched The Walking Dead, or maybe the movie World War Z, or even the video game World War Z, we know that hordes of zombies is always a bad thing. And I gotta be honest with you, like, just a standard runner in The Last of Us Part 1 was such a piss off. And they did say with Inside the World, if you guys haven't watched my reaction, that there's going to be a lot of hordes within this game. It's not going to be throughout the whole entire video game, but that's insane, man, because I feel like within The Last of Us Part 1, it did lack a little bit of zombies in it, and it has been confirmed that there's going to be different types of zombies within this game. Even, it's not, like, confirmed or anything like that, but basically, like, the zombie effect noise that we saw within the State of Play gameplay is basically like a volatile from the dying light. So just from hordes of zombies to that, man, this game is going to be so fun if you're battling against the affected and really trying to, let's say if you want to face them all or run away, whatever it might be, because it really showed that, you know, you can't just run and gun this game, because if there's going to be zombie hordes in the game, you have to run away or play it stealthily, which is really cool, man. I feel like if you just play this game run and gun, it's not going to be fun. I feel like you got to add a lot of different elements into the game to really experience and enjoy The Last of Us Part 2. So I thought I'd like show you guys that information and talk about that information, because that's really cool, man. And it's definitely like, we don't want to copy and paste of what The Last of Us Part 1 was. Of course, like, we want some elements from Part 1 to be into Part 2, because that's what made The Last of Us so freaking fantastic and iconic for the gaming franchise, or even the gaming industry, to put into Part 2. But just little details like that, man, it's going to be so exciting. One thing I want to talk about as well, if you're a trophy hunter going into this game or whatever it might be, it has been confirmed that Grounded is not going to be available at the start of this game. Usually for video game wise, like, let's say Survivor is the highest rank, which is the highest rank going into the game. Usually you'll have to play on that difficulty to unlock the higher difficulty to play. Sometimes story-based games have that element, but it's been confirmed that Grounded is not going to be available in the game off the bat. It's going to be later patched in an update. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's been confirmed though that Survivor is going to be the highest ranked gameplay on it. It's also going to feature the hearing mode on it as well. So if you guys know, if you play on a high difficulty within The Last of Us, the hearing mode for Joel or Ellie, whatever it might be, you don't have that function, so it makes the game 10 times harder than it actually is. But when you start the game, you'll have, you know, easy to Survivor difficulty off the bat. So if you guys want, you could literally play on Survivor difficulty right off the bat and get your trophies, or play the game on the hardest difficulty, however the hell that you want to play the game as it is. And it does confirm the hearing ability for Survivor as well. And I'm saying play the game, like, for me personally, I'm going to play the game on normal difficulty and then play it on Survivor. But if you're a trophy hunter, I would go for that really quick, just so you can be able to get that platinum trophy before Grounded comes out, because Grounded on The Last of Us, man, sucked. Like, I love the game, but my god, just Grounded playing the very first time, I hated it, man. It was a total nightmare, and for this game personally, it's going to be very terrifying at the exact same time. But I thought I'd give you guys those Last of Us 2 news and also some PS5 news here today on the channel. There's definitely a lot more to cover for The Last of Us Part 2 here. As like I said, we are 2 weeks away from the game being fully released worldwide, which is absolutely insane. And I still can't believe that it's actually here. We're just a couple steps away to acquire this game and be able to play it for how long you want to play it. But if you guys, of course, enjoyed this video here today, make sure, of course, to leave a like, comment down below what are you guys' thoughts and opinions on, of course, the PS5 news, also more Last of Us Part 2 news, and all that other stuff. Make sure, of course, to ring the notification bell as well. Give you, of course, a notification of when I do post a video on the channel. And subscribe to the channel, guys, if you haven't already. But either way, guys, of course, I'll bring you guys more news and information on The Last of Us Part 2 as we are getting closer to the global launch. But hope you guys all have yourselves a wonderful day. Thank you guys all for watching. And of course, guys, we'll see you in the next video.